everybody? How's it going? I've been playing some Diablo 3, having a really great time with it lately. It's an old game, but they keep bringing out new seasons. You can go in, you can play, get a new set, does something really awesome. And what's weird is I started playing and I jumped into this old character, this wizard I had. He's not seasonal now. I already got the set. So, you know, I've been playing this wizard, wanting to get better at this build that I have going for it with Tal Rasha's. So the main crux is, of course, Tal Rasha's. It gives you bonuses for cycling through everything, all your elements. You know, you just crash down everything with arcane, cold, fire, lightning. Then, of course, I've got Convention of the Elements too, which makes me cycle through my elements. Now the four main abilities that I've went for here is for those elements. I'm wanting to go for speed. This isn't a character that can run through and literally do damage as it's moving like a whirlwind build for a barbarian. So I wanted to get abilities that instantly can help me proc those. So I went for the Arcane Orb with the Obliteration Rune. I went for the Meteor with what, Lightning Crash is it called? Thunder Crash. And those are the two main ones that I really liked. Now the other two elements I couldn't really do anything with. I tried like the Hydra, the Energy Twister. I've looked into the Arcane and Explosive, what is it, Explosive Crash or Explosive Blast. And those, they kind of force me into the wrong elements. They don't get out fast enough. Explosive Blast is a 3-second, so charge time before it blows. Hydra isn't doing damage, doesn't get out fast enough. So I kind of had to make do with what I could. And I've been running the Ice Armor with the Frozen Storm. And my primary ability is the Glacial Spike magic missile. So I use those two as kind of the cold. And then I've got the Apocalypse for the Blizzard, as you can see on the screen. And I'm running around and just proccing all those. Now, something that I really wanted with this build is I have my passives. I've got Elemental Exposure, so that kind of is the same thing as the Tal Rasha's and the Convention of the Elements. But I use 3 other passives for shields, and I've got a Kainai slot to increase the potency of shields. I've tried to get rid of this. It isn't going towards my mission statement of just obliterate stuff. But I found that at this Torment level, I can't really go without them because I get one-shot by everything. So it doesn't take too much damage away at this point. What I've tried to cycle it to, I don't really have the pieces or the Kainai abilities for. So this is working quite well, and I can still kill stuff at a decently fast rate in the Torment level that I'm at, which is 8 or 9. And then I can go up to a little bit past 10. But I want to cycle those out. What I want to is, like I said, I want to cycle those out to something else. And then you can see on the screen that a lot of stuff is happening. Like the Frozen Orb I've got this Frozen Orb that comes out. There's a 25% chance, and that's from a Kainai's weapon slot. There's a 25% chance when I attack that I'll throw one out. And that kind of makes up for that crutch where I don't have a lot of ways of dealing cold damage. I've also got this Fiery Pool that you can see, and that's from the Hellfire Ring that I've got. Which, you know, there's a chance, chance on hit, so I have to hit something. The pool level will come out, that gives me more fire damage. I've also got this Wreath of Lightning. You see lightning sparking off me every once in a while, and that's also something. I've got a chance on hit from my Wreath of Lightning legendary gem. 15% chance, so it's not high, but it does happen often because I'm hitting stuff all the time. Now, finally, I don't have an arcane passive, and that's just looking at this. It's sick looking at the chaos here. So I want to get some arcane passive, maybe another orb coming out, some kind of way of adding an arcane spell effect to something, so that I can proc those passively without thinking about it. Normally, you can see this Convention of the Elements cycling, and I have to kind of cycle with it in my spell rotations to do that extra 200% damage, which really helps. You can really see it. But it kind of feels better if I'm just throwing stuff out and I'm getting that proc off of that from these passive abilities. Now, as far as my gear and my Kainai set, like I said, I've got the weapon, or the the armor slot taken up by the potency of my shields increased in Ashnagar's Blood Bracer. And I've got this Word Ward ring in the ring slot, which has a 35% chance for lightning to stun stuff. I don't really like either of those. I don't want to cycle them out. I know that the ring slot is going to be taken up by Convention of the Elements when I find a ring that I can cycle into my ring slot. So, but as far as my gear, I have my boots, I have my shoulders, my bracers, my offhand, and my weapon that I'm not exactly happy with, that I need to cycle stuff in. Now I know with Tal Rasha's Unwavering Gaze, the offhand, I'm wanting to cycle into the ring slot, that ring that gives you need less set pieces to get the set bonuses. Nemesis Bracers is just the bracers I have. Those are useful, not needed. And then I have just 2 set pieces from other sets for my shoulders and my boots that I don't really need. Anything could be put in there. Now finally, the weapon, the Unstable Scepter that I have, it increases the damage of Arcane Orb, and it blows up a second time, which kind of makes me really like Arcane Orb. But I definitely feel like that's something that's not needed. I could definitely cycle that out. But as you can see, I'm just running around blowing stuff up. Elements are going everywhere. I'm a force of freaking nature. It's awesome. So if you can think of anything, to improve this build, I want to keep, I want to keep I want to go for speed. I want to keep the same spell abilities. I can work with those a little bit. I want those passives, and I kind of want to get rid of the shield reliance. Either kill stuff so fast that I don't have to worry about it, or make me a little bit tankier so that I can handle that going up a torment level, because it's slow going now. So leave a comment if you have some ideas. Leave a comment with your own builds that you've worked out. I know I have a friend that does a Disintegration Ray build, which is awful, but leave me your own builds, opinions, thoughts, everything like that. Now the rest of the video, I'm probably just going to leave you with the pure, unadulterated, just me going through and obliterating stuff, having a great time.
Your grave awaits. Still waiting. I don't have enough arcane power.